What's good, ladies and gentlemen? Of course, it is yours truly, Mike, back at you guys with another video today. And it's a little bit early in the morning for me. You know, I kind of do my best work in the early mornings, or that's the time when I'm just thinking about stuff. And this is something that's been on my mind for a couple days now. Excuse me. If you've seen the previous video that I posted that'll come before this one, then you can kind of sort of get an idea of where, good God, where I am going with this particular video. Now, I've been thinking long and hard about whether I want to post this particular video to like my Facebook page and stuff like that. You know, I'm trying to figure out, I understand that the majority of my audience, if they're Filipino, conservative and things like that. But I'm the type of guy that I'm going to give it to you raw. I'm going to give it to you real and uncut. I want to be honest with you guys. I want to give you my honest opinion on particular topics that I feel it necessary to discuss. So I just ask that you guys respect me from that particular standpoint. Okay, I haven't decided yet if I'm just going to let it sit on YouTube or if I am going to attach it to my Facebook page. And if I do, then you guys know what my decision is. Now, I've been thinking long and hard about this. And I've heard debates on this particular topic and, things like that. So I kind of sort of felt like, why not give it my own twist and give it my own spin? Now, I haven't heard anything like this yet. I'm sure people have said this before, but I kind of sort of want to tell you my spin on it and give you my perspective. Now, this particular topic today is about, or it should be titled, and likely will be titled, anybody who says, any man, will be more specific, any man that says that they do not pay for sex is lying. Okay? Let's not sugarcoat it. They're lying. They're lying through their teeth. And I'm going to tell you why. Alright? There's two different perspectives to this whole entire thing. Alright? Side number one. Single life foreigners, like I spoke about before. They're like, I just want to have fun. They're not really looking for love. They're not really looking to put in the time, the effort or anything like that. They just want to get from point A to point B immediately. And in order for them to do that, they have to present some monetary means to get to that endpoint. Okay? Now, is there anything wrong with that? I personally don't think so. Like I told you before, boost the economy, gets everybody up and things like that. All right, if that's how you want to live your life, by all means, do you. I lived there for 10 years, so I never had to do that. I had the opportunity to take my time and know the individual in which I am trying to be with. I had time, so I never had to partake in that activity for no reason at all. So, it just is what it is. But on the flip side, again, like I tell you, anybody who doesn't pay for sex is lying. And I'm going to tell you why they're lying. Let's say you come across a beautiful girl. I'll use myself as an example. Let's say that I meet a beautiful girl. We're in the Philippines. We'll get the setting right. Beautiful girl. She's in the mall. I'm like, oh my God, I got to get her number. All right? Get her talk to her, get her number. She's flirting with me, I'm flirting with her. I'm thinking it's going down. All right? And I know what I'm trying to do. I am trying to get from point A to point B. But I'm that kind of guy, like, man, I ain't about to pay for it. This is my mentality. I ain't about to pay for it, man. Screw that. I'd rather put my game on her. I'd rather talk to her. I'd rather use my mouthpiece. I'd rather say this. I'd rather say that in order to get her to like me. Okay. Now, and how are you going to set up these particular situations to use your mouthpiece to get this girl to like you? What are you going to do? Text her? Call her? Things like that? Come on, fam. How are you supposed to get from point A to point B without actually seeing her or being with her? Basically, the point that I'm trying to make is this. If you're going to find or try to create that particular situation, in order for it to happen, you gotta meet the girl. You gotta be with the girl. And you think that you're just gonna be able to be with that girl and not take her somewhere? Huh? You think you're gonna be able to get with that girl and not take her out to eat, maybe to a coffee shop, go get some dinner, go watch a movie, go see a play, let's go walk in the park, let's get some ice cream, let's get some street food. Come on, fam. You're gonna spend money one way or another. Okay? That's the point I'm trying to make. In one way or another, you're going to have to spend money. You know where you're trying to get to. You're trying to get from point A to point B. The single life foreigner guys know how to get from point A to point B. They just know how to get there quicker, because they decided it's not worth my time to sit here and try to know a person and all this stuff, when all I have to do is present the monetary standing. If you want to try to use your game, oh, it's going to take you longer. We're looking at probably a couple days, couple weeks, couple months, and I'm speaking more so from going to a foreign country standpoint. Now, if you're in the U.S., of course, you might be able to get there a little quicker. You know, you understand the girls there a little better. But if you're going to a foreign country, going to the Philippines, trying to meet a girl, and think that you're just gonna talk your way into getting with her, and not spend nothing, come on, man. Let's not be, what's the word I'm looking for? It's not stupid, but let's not be, like somebody who's childish. Not childish. God, man, I'm gonna think of this word. You don't want to be incompetent. You don't want to be dumb or, innocent about the entire situation. Because you're gonna have to one way or another. So when guys tell me, oh, I don't pay for this, I don't pay for that, actuality, you do. So anybody who ever comes at you and says, oh, I don't pay for sex, they're lying. Because one way or another, you're going to pay for it, regardless. You're going to put money up for something. It may not be for the act itself, but in one way or another, you are going to pay for it. Maybe the girl wants a new dress. Maybe she likes a pair of shoes he saw in the mall. Something. They all want something. Let's be honest. I think that if it would be a stone cold miracle if you could find a girl in a foreign country that would just be willing to be with you without nothing. Especially in the Philippines. Now, again, I told you, not all girls are like this, but I feel like if you're going to present such a situation to them and you're going to tell them that that's what you want, then if they agree, there will be a monetary standing needed. Okay? It's necessary to get from point A to point B. Again, if you want to try the long haul, play the long hand and get the girl to like you and then take her out on a couple of dates, because chances are one time ain't going to be enough. Let's be honest. One time ain't going to be enough. It's just not. You gotta be good, man. You gotta be good. And any foreigner that's just touching down ain't gonna be able to pull that off. I mean, it's almost impossible to pull that off. If you're a foreigner just touching down, that you ain't gonna have to drop some ends in one way or another. It's just not gonna work. So deep down in my heart, I respect everybody's opinion on this particular situation, and I respect everybody's thought process on this whole thing, because everybody has their own views. But for anybody who says from their heart of hearts that they don't pay for it, I just feel like they're lying. They're lying to themselves. They may not know it, even though I know they know it. But they may not know it deep inside, but they paying for it. It's just a long way around to get it. Let's say, for example, you get a girl, you pay her X amount, and you get it right then and there. And then you, as the guy, you end up paying that amount in the dates and the movies and the food and all that stuff to actually get with her. You might end up paying the exact same amount, and it just took you longer to get there. So, that's just my personal take on it. I love my viewers, man. I appreciate, the love and the support. I kind of felt like this video was necessary because some people talk about it, and you know, there's just been a debate, and I kind of sort of just wanted to be honest in my personal opinion on it. I appreciate you guys for sticking with me. I understand the topic. For the country that I love in the Philippines is kind of a, not necessarily a taboo topic, but it's something that, conservative ears are not necessarily used to. But I'm banking on the fact that my viewership is a little bit more liberated and a little bit more open-minded to my concepts and ideas. So if I do post it here, I love you guys always. Mahal kita. Mabuhay. Peace.